Hey guys, it's your girl Max here, ready to give you another video after like 4 months. So as you can see by the title of this video, I'm going to be talking about our debt journey and what the heck I've been doing for the past 4 months. What do I say? What have I been doing for the past 4 months? A lot. So what I've been doing for the past 4 months is literally getting my life together, is prioritizing what is more important. So with doing that, I had to stop YouTubing and I had to take a social media break. So you're probably wondering, why did you take a break? Why are you crazy? And I'm gonna let you know why I'm crazy. With taking a social media break, I took myself off of Facebook, Instagram, and I stopped YouTubing and I stopped watching basically YouTube videos. So, and what I started doing is prioritizing my life. I started focusing more on school because I'm doing my master's in counseling, so I really needed to focus on that. I started focusing on getting rid of massive debt that I have for no reason, but we'll get into that in a bit. So that's basically what I've been doing for the past 4 months, is getting my life together, doing school stuff, working my butt off, and paying off debt. And so I'm gonna have Lewis come in and we're gonna talk a little bit about what we've been doing for the past 4 months and what we're gonna continue to do. I do want to go over a little bit of my scheduling because I used to post every Mondays at 2 o'clock, which is now going to change. I'm only gonna be posting like once every few months now, being that I'm gonna just continue prioritizing what is important in my life, getting rid of debt, and just staying on top of school stuff, and just really working as hard as I can to get rid of all of that stupid debt. Also, I did want to mention, thank you guys so much who've texted me, who reached out to me just to see how I was doing, because literally I went like MIA for like 4 months and with no warning. So I do thank you guys for texting me, because you guys are awesome and you guys are such sweethearts for checking up on me and seeing if I was okay, because I got a lot of like, are you depressed? Are you pregnant? Are you this and that? Which, no, I'm just trying to live my life to the best that I can with the priorities I have set forth and with the goals that I have in mind to accomplish. So, but I do love you guys and I do thank you. And for those that continued watching my videos, you guys are awesome, because I've always, every single day for 4 months, I had views, which is just so crazy. Like normally I wouldn't even have thought like that I would get views, but every single day I was having more than like 100, 150 views a day. And that is just like, thank you. Thank you for all my supporters for just continuing watching my YouTube videos, even though I kind of took a break. But we're gonna get into this video now, talk about our debt journey, and I'm gonna have my chocolate man join us so that
I ain't no chocolate man.
He said he's not a chocolate man, but he definitely is. He's my chocolate teddy bear. And he's gonna join us and we're gonna talk about our debt journey, what got us into it, why we decided to just be weird, as Dave Ramsey says, to just get rid of debt and try to live debt free, try to get to the point to live debt free. So I'm gonna start this video. We're gonna start this video. We're gonna see where this goes. So let's just get to it. Hey guys, so we're back and we are ready to talk about our debt-free journey that we've started since October. I would say kind of like mid-October, we started doing our debt journey. We started getting into Dave Ramsey. We've actually been listening to Dave Ramsey for like some time. For those that don't know who he is, he's like kind of like a financial guy that kind of helps you to get out of debt. And he has like books and he has podcasts and he talks about like the baby steps, where there are 7 of them to help you build wealth. And step 2 is where we're at, and that's paying off debt. Step 1 is saving up $1,000 as an emergency fund, which we already have, and now we are trying to get debt-free. We have a lot of debt, and we're not going to mention how much debt because I do want to leave that as a surprise to show you guys how much debt we actually got out of and how it's possible. But yeah, how do you feel about it? How do you feel about the process?
It's definitely a sucky process because, you know, like you were on Facebook, and this is why she decided to take her break off of social medias, because, you know, everybody's so into getting the new best thing and spending money and going out. So what we decided, or what she decided to do, is just to get off. And that right there is just like the hardest part, because, you know, you see everybody going out, you know, and we're here stuck, you know, and we're here trying to be disciplined with our money. It's definitely been a hard process because we want to go out, we want to do these things, we want to buy this, we want to buy that, but how we're gonna buy it, or how we're gonna do the things we like when we don't have money and we're in debt?
Exactly. That's really why, the main reason I wanted to get off of social media, because when you go on Instagram, you go on Facebook, all you're seeing is everybody else, what they're doing. You're consumed in knowing what they're doing with their life, and that kind of takes away from yourself, takes away from what you want to do and your priorities. And it was consuming me, that I was always on Instagram trying to see what other people were doing, and I was posting like nonstop for other people to see what I was doing, but in reality I just needed to get my life together, honestly. And that's what a lot of people show, and I'm a witness of it. You can see that on my Instagram, popping this, popping that, but in reality, girl, your girl was in debt. Your girl needed needed time off to just get her life together, get our life together, so that we can just be more mindful, more just better with money. So that's really the reason why I took off of social media. He's not like that. He doesn't care about other people. So
it's not that I don't care.
No, it's literally you don't care about what other people are doing.
No, you're right. I don't.
So he just watches like funny videos and looks at cars on Facebook Marketplace. So that's really what he does. For me, it was just like the whole shebang, influencing that and all that stuff. So that's the reason why I took a break, to just prioritize, which it has been really good. I've literally haven't been on my phone as much. I've just been kind of working, right? We've been working a lot.
I think the most thing that we speak about since we started this journey is about money. Like our budget, and that's like something that's in our conversation almost every day. It's not about, like, we don't talk about, like, for instance, it's Christmas now, and we're like, you know, we are in debt right now, so we're not buying gifts. You know, this is the year where, you know, the first year that we're not buying gifts. Not even for each other.
Not even for each other.
It's just, you know, it's just an amazing journey, you know, because it's like, you know, and that's I think the biggest issue is people don't really talk about money. They just talk about what they want to do or what they want to get. They don't really talk about, you know, budgeting or telling your money what to do, you know? Exactly.
That's what, like, Dave Ramsey says, that you tell your money what to do, and that's with budgeting, which is so important to budget. And I've always been a budgeter. A spender, a saver, all the shebang. But with getting into doing financial peace, which is like a system that Dave Ramsey has put together to help you better understand your money, how to help build a budget, we started doing that, and we kind of just been doing it together. I normally been the one to just do the budget, and he gives me the money and I pay the bills, but now we've been kind of like putting our two heads together and doing it together and working together,
putting our money together, you know.
And that's been like the really big rewarding part. It's just that we no longer have any like financial fights, we don't have any money fights, because now we're just really working together to get off debt. Like, we are so happy that we get to just check off that debt that we had. Like, literally, I'm gonna tell you, we had 10 credit cards, right? 10 credit cards, right? And we've already paid off 8 of them in the last 3 months. We would have paid the last 2, but then we had a whole bunch of problems with our cars. And it was just, this month was just like out of control with car trouble. And
then also me getting COVID, you know.
Yeah, that took a lot too, because we had to stay home and it wasn't really income coming in. So we did kind of went back a little bit only because of the circumstances that happened this month.
And then
so
the car breaking down.
Yeah, we had so many car troubles. It was like one car, it was 1 week was his week that his car broke down, the next week was my week, then my car broke down. So it was just so crazy this month, honestly. But I am so glad that we paid off 8 credit cards. And you can just, you're like thinking like, what the heck is she doing with 10 credit cards? Literally, we had 10 credit cards and all of them had a balance.
But I think that, you know, that happens because, you know, we're so into, you know, what this world teaches us, or what this country teaches us, that we need credit and that we need credit cards to get the things that we want. So that's why we were like, you know, let's get this credit card, let's get this credit card.
Yeah, because it's building our credit so that we can get a house later.
But it got us into debt.
Which yeah, it did. So that's really what we've been doing for the past 3 to 4 months, is getting out of debt. We had a really big, we had a set plan, you know, 3 months we'll pay off the credit cards, 3 months we'll pay off the cars, and then the rest of the time, I don't know how long that would take, we'll pay off my student loans. And then we'll be free, which is, I mean, it sounds so easy, but it's really, you have to put in the work if you really want to stay debt free, if you really want to be debt free. We also cut all the credit cards up. So we did some plastic surgery,
like they say.
And we cut all 10 credit cards, which was a little bit sad for me, honestly. Like, my whole life, like, as sad as this is, I've always depended on credit cards. Ever since I was 18 years old, if I didn't have enough money to pay that bill, I use my credit card and put it right back. But now I had to really understand what it was to have an emergency fund and to rely on that emergency fund and not credit cards. So it was a lot of just changing the way that you think as well, because credit cards can just really mess you up. And that's what it was doing to us, and we just had to get out of it. So
this is one thing I just have to say. Credit cards, they might sound like they're a benefit, but if you think about it, credit cards are for people that are broke, that don't have money, and they rely on, you know, we tend to rely on our credit to get the things that we really want, you know, and that's just, you know, something that, you know, we're trying to break out of. You know, we're not trying to rely on credit cards, we're just trying to rely on our hard work and our budgeting system.
Exactly.
That's all.
Yeah, and if you can budget everything that you need throughout the whole month and be able to fit in money to like go out to eat, or fit in money to buy whatever electronic that you want, then you're able to get it. You don't need the credit card. And that's the whole power of budgeting, is that you can find the money in your budget if you budget. But when you don't budget and you're just spending money like nobody's business, then you're gonna get into debt, because then you're gonna find yourself having no money, and then you're gonna just use a credit card if you have one. But for those that don't have one, I applaud you. Don't ever get one.
Yes.
Don't
rely on credit.
Yeah, so that's basically what we really wanted to talk about. We wanted to give you the big number of how much we've already paid so far these 3 months, and that is, drum roll, $10,000. We've paid off in 3 months $10,000, and that came with hard work, and that came with sweat.
No sleep.
Really waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning, working and working and working, and having like side hustles and stuff like that. So that really helped us to put in like more than $3,000 a month towards our debt, and still have money left over for our bills and whatever we needed throughout the month.
The most important stuff.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, us moving here.
Yeah, because moving into the studio really helped us too, because we're paying really cheap rent. So that really helped us to have extra money in our budget and put it towards debt. So what I wanted to go over too is just some apps that's been helping us with our budgeting, been helping us with keeping track of how much debt we've already paid off and how much we have to go. So we've been using the Dave Ramsey's apps. One of them is called Baby Steps app, and I'm going to show you right over here. You'll see like a little icon of it, and that's the Baby Steps apps. That one right there is just going to show you, you're going to put in all the debt that you have, and then you're going to put in how much you've already paid off, and then it'll kind of show you how much you paid off and how much is to to go. So that's really good to keep track on how much money you've already paid off. And then the other app that we use for Dave Ramsey is called the Every Dollar Budget app. So I'm gonna put that right here, and you're gonna see that right over there. And that's the app we've been using to use our monthly budget. So we've been putting in every single month what we've been what we need to do, how much we make, what we need to spend during that month, and then at the bottom it'll say debt, and it'll show you to combine with the baby step app how much you need to pay of debt if you want to finish in this allotted time that they give you. So that's what we've been using. It's been really, really helpful, especially with listening to Dave Ramsey's podcast every day. That's really motivated us to keep going, and just hearing their stories is just like, so those are the ones that really give me the goosebumps, the debt-free screams. Just hearing them scream that they're debt-free and how much they've paid off in whatever time. Also, what really motivated us was seeing Emily and Tom.
Oh yeah.
So seeing Emily and Tom in their debt-free journey, we were just like, wow, like this is possible, guys. We were like so happy for them, and we were just like so excited just to bring out this video to show you that we are also trying to get out of debt, and we are on that process. So that's just to say that this is kind of like the end of the video. Wanted to give you guys a little update on what we've been doing. So we are okay, like nothing has happened. We didn't just disappear. Well, I didn't just disappear because of mental health issues or pregnancy, whatever, but I'm okay.
That's gonna be
I know,
down the road later on.
Down the road, no, we're not, no. So that's really just been what we've been doing, and that's what we're going to continue to do. So you still might see me a little bit on Instagram, on Facebook, but not too much, because I do want to just continue staying focused, because that's the big goal, is staying focused to get out of debt.
The whole point of us getting out of debt, and you know, this is teaching us how to be disciplined with our money.
Exactly.
And not just not saying that we're going to be cheap, but we're gonna be smart with it.
Exactly, and that's the whole point, is just to be smart with your money, having a budget, and knowing where your money is going. So if you guys are interested on knowing who the heck Dave Ramsey is, I'm gonna have him down below. I'll put whatever links I'm gonna put down below so that you can check him out. I'll probably put some apps links down below too, so you can check out the apps. And yeah, and you probably, and this is going to be posted on Christmas too. Yes. So we want to thank you guys. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. We love you guys so much, and thank you guys so much for watching this video and just being there with us and watching us grow and watching us be better with our money and get out of debt, because I know getting out of debt is weird. Some people think being in debt is normal, and to us it's really not. So we are just really trying to get out of debt, and we thank you guys just for supporting us, because we have a lot of family just watching what we're doing, asking us what we're doing, and we're just letting them know what it is, what having debt in your life could really do to you. And until next time, which I don't know when that will be, maybe when we pay off all the credit cards and the cars, that would probably be the next video. So I'll see you guys in a few months. Love you, bye. Happy holidays, guys.
Merry Christmas.